Imagine paying thousands for a website only for it to disappear a year later. That's exactly what happened to one of my clients. Our official work together starts next week, but he reached out to me on Monday asking for help. A web agency built his site for him a year ago and never gave him access to the hosting provider. And then this week, out of nowhere, they shut it down. They told him it was gone forever, and then tried to sell him a new one, going straight into sales quotes instead of helping him. They locked him out and tried to hold him hostage for a long time, so he's forced to keep paying. This is unfortunately a very common scam. They thought he had no choice, but today we're proving them wrong by building him a brand new website live for free using AI. For those that don't know me, my name is Remi Taffin. I run an AI engineering and automation agency. We help businesses scale using AI, whether it's automating operations, optimizing workflows, or in this case, making sure they aren't getting ripped off by shady agencies. I really can't stand these kind of agencies. They take advantage of businesses that don't know any better, and it gives the whole industry a bad reputation. This is not how I want to run my agency. I'm a growth partner. I don't do quick and dirty jobs just to make a sale. I focus on building a long-term relationship and deliver real results. All right, let's show these scammers how it's done. Today, I'm super excited to meet with Tony. Let's get started. Tony, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. I'm a licensed mechanical engineer. My home business, my specialty is doing residential and commercial HVAC designs. What that is that's doing a cooling load, heating load of a building, sizing equipment. That's taking architectural plans and doing the duct designs. So, yeah, all about making people comfortable, saving them energy, meeting the building codes.
Well, awesome. This is what happened with this specific company, but what they try to do and the way they try to scam Tony, about a year ago, maybe a bit more, a few years ago, they built the website for you, and then suddenly if everything goes dark, the whole site doesn't work, and they actually never gave you access to the hosting provider. We reached out, I was in CC as well, and they just act like that's just not a thing. And then of course, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, oh, don't worry, we'll build you another website for a website that you didn't even want in the first place.
And how I fell for that, Remy, just so you know, was I'm pretty busy and, working with a couple website designers in the past, great folks, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of involvement. And right, it's a couple grand. So when this company came about and pretty much did everything for me for 1,500 bucks a couple years ago, I said, well, okay, fine. I'll bite the bullet. Let me get my website updated. So that's how I got stuck.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Honestly, I'm sure this scam works for a ton of people that are very busy. And as a business owner, you just care about getting things running. Your business is, the
Mhm.
website is down. Obviously, all you care about is getting it back up. I was checking in Trustpilot; they have terrible reviews. It's a terrible business model. All right, so in order to build that, I'm going to be using a tool called Lovable. Lovable is used for what's called vibe coding. You describe exactly what you want to build, what style, what language, SEO friendly, and what you want to include in the text and what your business is about. And based on all of that, it will generate something unique to you. And then you can give it feedback, and you can do that as many times as you want. With the free account, you have, I think, only 5 prompts that you can pass in. Just one disclaimer is that there are some reports, especially recently, there are reports of having issues with security. So in this case, it's perfect. There's no database, there's no authentication. So there's no concern at all with security. If you need to build a prototype, if you need to build a landing page, if you need to build a proof of concept, it works perfectly and it works in minutes. So just wanted to call that out because some people out there might think like I'm going to build my entire startup on that. Like it might be good for first proof of concept, but right now it's not called production ready, which means you can only have specific use cases for now. I'm sure it's going to change a lot in the next few months, maybe the next few years. So there's no concern with security at all in here. All right, so this is Lovable right here. So Tony and I are going to discuss, and we're going to type exactly what we want into a pretty long prompt because we want it to be descriptive. We want it to be very clear on what we're trying to build and not go back and forth 100 times. So it's better to just be very descriptive from the beginning. And then you just press enter and you just wait it out. So we're just going to do that, going to kind of cut to the chase and accelerate. Probably could have said this, which state you're not in. Might have been faster.
It's 50-50. I have 25, right?
here is the first draft of the website in here. Again, we haven't put in the logo yet, but it's pretty interesting logic so far.
Yeah,
Look at all those different things that you just passed in earlier.
awesome.
Um, States were licensed in. That's obviously a big one.
Awesome. Okay.
So yeah, it has a bunch of things. I mean, there are things that just like, for example, I don't like the copy. I'd rather have something clickable here where someone can just like email you directly, or like something clickable on the phone number. And if you're on your phone, it would just dial right away. That's really easy to do, and that seems better. Uh, but I mean, that looks like a very professional, nice looking website. One thing that's weird is I think this is meant to be like a photo of you, but it doesn't have any photo. Is that something you want to include in there, or maybe just a link to your LinkedIn or something like that instead?
Well, I don't like looking at myself, and I don't think a lot of people do. But we could use your photo, you know.
I could put a stock photo too.
Someone
Uh,
really good looking, you know, so I get a lot more calls.
Here's the new design. All right, so you get a bit more. Oh, there you go. Here's the logo.
Cool. Yeah, like it.
Yeah.
I like the colors too.
And try to batch the feedback into one because again, just number of prompts, that's how they charge you for more. What's pretty cool while it's doing that, you can also test on phone. It's usually like very good on phone by
Okay.
default. So that just works well out of the box. So once
Oh,
that's done, what we can do to get it live is you can, store the code so that it's yours and you can just edit it on the go if needed. It's yours forever. You can always keep that.
oh, cool.
You can publish it and then connect to this service called Netlify that is the hosting provider. And yeah, then you just need to, point your domain name to that Netlify and you're done.
It's really neat.
Sorry, it edited 8 or 9 files, I think I saw. So it changed the red to darker candy apple red per your request. It definitely is much
It's
better.
better.
I like this a
Mhm.
lot better. Move the arrow down. There's still something bugging me about this, but maybe it's just not centered. We can figure that out as a follow-up. That's why it's good to do it together, right? Like, and that's exactly what happens with traditional web agency is like you have a call with them and then they make all those assumptions. And then by the time they're done, then you have those really long feedback loops versus in here, because it's so quick, you just, go again and again and again. And I think that's just the power of very fast feedback loops. All right, so it definitely has the darker blue here. Let's see, we got some reds. This is still broken. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I'd say the blue is
Yeah.
it's actually much nicer. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Did the SEO piece. Those AI website builders like need some hand holding and a few iterations. That's just how it works. Whichever one you use, all of them out there have their quirks. We can just publish that right away and get that done.
So
What do you think overall? What is your feeling after, spending this time getting that site built?
this was very very little time for the time we spent in this meeting. This was very little time, like you said, versus a lot of iterations, a lot of back and forth, having someone trying to understand what you do, and then putting things together that maybe I didn't say. They put it together just right. Icons, the energy compliance. But I like this. It serves my purpose because it's just all one page. You just scroll down or hit at the top, and yeah, you could see where I'm licensed at. You could see my contact information. So that's perfect.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with what it delivered,
Me too.
and then yeah, we can connect that up right away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it.
All right,
Perfect.
amazing. It was supposed to be impossible to recover, but we just did it. Tony's site is back up and honestly much better looking. If you've ever been locked out of your own website, don't fall for the scam. You have options. If you want to see more AI powered business solutions and learn more about AI, hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the like button and leave a comment so this video can help more people like Tony. And of course, if you need HVAC design engineering services, well, reach out to Tony. Tony is incredible and he's working on an awesome new AI-based HVAC product that will be released very soon. I'll share all the links below. Also, drop a comment if you've ever been tricked by a web agency. I want to hear your stories. Thanks for watching today and supporting Tony. I'll see you in the next one.